There is the stench of death around Downing Street. There is a new Rwandan civil war, but this time it's in the Tory Party. Sunak is looking to push the bill through. The right of the party don't want it. They think it's useless. Earlier today, Grant Shapps appeared on this channel and said there was no civil war.
Nearly a year, we haven't had a Conservative Party leadership contest or a new Prime Minister. It feels as though the party's gearing up for another fight in that direction.
No, I'm sure the media enjoys stirring these things up, but I don't think that's the case at all. And actually, you're right, it's going to be a busy week.
Does anybody else think that Shapps looks a bit like this guy? Good old comical Ali from the Iraq War days. Everything is fine, absolutely no civil war here. Well, then Tory MP Mark Francois came out and exposed the fact that there is very much a civil war.
So the bill as drafted is not really fit for purpose. So the consensus of a meeting of 5 different backbench groups that I've just finished chairing was that the government, rather than plough on regardless, would be better to pull the bill and to come back with a better draft that doesn't have all these holes in it.
Meanwhile, Rishi Sunak was locked in the COVID inquiry, which is arguably the only thing that's even more of a waste of time and money than the Rwanda plan, answering questions about Eat Out to Help Out. All the while, members of his party were plotting to boot him out. Now, at 6 p.m, the right wing of the Tory party gathered to be addressed by Robert Jenrick, the former immigration minister who resigned over the Rwanda plan. Then at 7 p.m, the One Nation caucus said they'd vote for Rwanda, but they worry about us foregoing our international human rights commitments. They don't want it to be any tougher and will vote against it if it is. Then, just after 7 p.m, Nigel Farage, fresh from the I'm a Celebrity jungle, piped up and said it just wouldn't work.
I've no idea whether Sunak gets through this vote tomorrow or whether the Tory rebels vote down this new pathetic Rwanda plan. What I do know is we'll never deal with any of this, all the while we stay part of the ECHR.
Right, so in the last hour, we've heard from the right wing of the Tory party, the New Conservatives, headed by Miriam Case, Danny Kruger. They released the following statement. It says that more than 40 colleagues met tonight to discuss the bill. Every member of that discussion said the bill needs major surgery or replacement, and they will be making that plain in the morning to the PM at breakfast and over the next 24 hours. The big question is this: whose side are you on?